Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Meow, and today I will be showing why artifacts and crystal weapons are cheap in Albion Online. If you are buying these weapons at expensive prices, then you are doing it all wrong. So what's the mistake beginner players do when buying these weapons? So let's say you want to use artifacts weapon or a crystal weapon in Albion and want to use it for spec up mastering it. You go to the market and you see that it costs very expensive because crystal weapons are the trending Gucci and mostly used for now. Now, for example, you want to master or try the Sky Strider bow, which is the crystal weapon, and want to buy this build. So you go to market like in Bercelion, because I am in Bercelion here, and I see it is very expensive. So instead of buying pre-made weapon, what you need to do for the crystal weapon is craft yourself. And to craft the Sky Strider bow, you need to find windborne crystal at cheap price, which is the expensive part for the bow, and 32 planks, which is the cheapest. So now I will start to do research to find the cheapest material all over the city starting from Bercelion. And the Sky Strider bow costs around 250,000 silvers in Bercelion, which is cheap, but as a solo player, should you spend it for this build? Maybe no, because again, instead of buying, you can craft it for yourself and it can save your thousands of silvers. Even if you save 100k silver from one bow, from 5 bow, you will save 500k or earn 500k if you sold them. Also, the best thing when you start to craft your own weapon is you will be starting to earn fame, and you can then craft even higher artifacts weapons. You will be progressing in the game. Now, how to unlock the Tier 4 crafting for Sky Strider weapon? It is also very simple. You just take all the material with you and study them. Because I have already explained it to you that studying the material gives more fame and unlock Tier 4 crafting and even Tier 5 crafting of the weapon. First, you unlock the basic of the crafting, maybe the Tier 2 novice bow, around 10 to 12 pieces. Then you take Tier 3 journeyman's bow, and then you will unlock the Tier 4 crafting for the Sky Strider bow. And you just collect the material from the cheapest city and build your own artifact weapons and use them instead of buying it. There you have it, your own crafted Sky Strider bow and the road to crafting your own bow category weapons in Albion Online at cheap prices. Now let's say you don't want to craft a Sky Strider bow and instead you want to play with Arctic Staff. But it costs 347,999 for the Arctic Staff in Bridge Watch for Tier 4.0. And for the Arctic Staff, you will need Icy Crystal, and it costs 247k on average in Bridge Watch. If you research more in All City, you will find even less price for the Icy Crystal material. After that, you craft your own 5-piece of Arctic Staff and save 500k or sell it again. Now, another thing for all the solo players out there, do you know what makes this crystal weapon? All these crystal artifacts are made from crystal shards, and the good news is that there will be more crystal weapon coming soon in Albion Online. New weapon means there will be high demand for those weapons, and you can earn good profit from those weapons. Now, even though you won't be able to craft Tier 8 weapons if you are a beginner, you can craft Tier 4 and Tier 5 weapons and sell it in the market. You just have to buy the crystal shards and wait for the new weapon to launch. So you just need to put a buy order in the market for the crystal shards and put your buy order at the top so that you get all the materials before everyone. And check it time to time because crystal shards are very demanded in the market. Now you can look for any crystal weapon and create the artifact from 50 crystal shards and create your favorite crystal weapon. Even if you are a solo PvP player or want to be a crafter, this method will save you lots of silver. Now, where to use your first crystal weapon as a beginner player, because PvP player can utilize the crystal weapon in lethal zones, but not the beginners. So for the beginner players who have started to earn silvers, use the crystal weapon in 5v5 crystal arena, PvE, or in yellow zones mob clearance. Also, if when doing yellow zone activity, sign up for the 5v5 arena so that you can grab those 3 pieces of sigil and ranking points daily. Now, this is the way to get crystal weapon at cheap price in Albion Online. Now let's talk about the normal artifacts weapons that is similar to crystal weapon but cheaper and more uses in Albion Online, like Fist of Avalonian, Chill Howl, Bow of Badon, Death Givers, Bear Paws, and so on. With the similar method like crystal weapons, you can buy the required artifacts from the cheapest markets and craft 5 to 10 pieces of those weapons to use them or to sell them. For example, the bear paws are the most used weapons for ganking in Albion Online. Now, for example, a Tier 4.0 bear paws costs around 116,000 in Bridgewatch. If we want to craft the bear paws, we will need keeper axe heads, which will cost around 58k silver, 20 steel bar, and 12 planks. In total, crafting one 4.0 bear paws costs around 70k to 75k, and you can sell it with 20-30k margin profit from one piece of bear paws or use it by yourself. So if you craft 5 piece, you will save 100k plus silver while leveling up your crafting spec too. Again, you can go check for other artifacts, weapons too, like Light Caller weapon from Shapeshifter Tree, Grail Seeker, and so on, and buy the artifact and craft the weapon. To enchant your weapon, I have already explained how to properly benefit from enchanting your weapon in previous video too. Just put the buy order and enchant your weapon to 4.1 or 4.2 and so on. Now what about the capes? Can you do it with the capes too? If you want to buy a cape like Undead Cape, you can craft it by yourself too, which will again cost less silver. An Undead Cape costs 130k and the crest costs 30k, Mountain Heart around 50k, and one normal cape. So the total expenses will be only 80 to 90k silver, but you will save 40k to 50k silver from one Undead Cape. Craft 5 piece of Undead Cape before you decide to roam Black Zone and save your silver because saving is earning. Now, if you don't like to save other for Undead Cape, just sell it and earn the profit. You can start from Tier 4 and Tier 5 because it is very easy to unlock Tier 4 and Tier 5 crafting. Now, the only thing you need to decide is what you want to wear tomorrow so that you can buy order the materials and just go to bed and collect the resources tomorrow morning, and that's all. Who know you may able to craft Tier 8 one day by yourself and save millions of silvers by crafting your own weapons like I used to do. So folks, this is the tips today. I hope you understand the method, and I hope you enjoy the game. If you like my video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe the channel, because that's my catnip. Thank you. Now it's time for our giveaway. Get ready to win some prize.